Joseph, King of Dreams by Dreamworks Animation. I bet you didn't see that one coming. I saw this movie 2 weeks ago for the first time, and I have some interesting thoughts on it. I mean, it transports you straight back to the book of Genesis. I mean, it's the story of Joseph, but it takes the animation style from the movie The Prince of Egypt. And what's interesting is The Prince of Egypt came out before this movie, but this movie is supposed to be the prequel to this movie. And so they kind of have that reversed. And so they borrowed all of the animation style from The Prince of Egypt, everything that made The Prince of Egypt so good, and tried to make another movie of that same style. And that's what this movie was. I mean, it has an all-star cast, just like The Prince of Egypt. You have Ben Affleck, who is the voice actor for Joseph. Mark Hamill plays the voice acting for the brother Judah. Jodie Benson plays Asenath, the wife of Joseph. But in terms of the story, it's really the book of Genesis, chapter 37 through 50. It's it has all of the elements of the story of Joseph, from being a child, getting the coat of many colors, he gets sold into slavery by his brothers, gets thrown in jail, becomes, ascends to the top of Egypt. He becomes the Zaphnath Paneah. I mean, how many Zaphnath Paneahs do you know in your life? That many. But he becomes it, basically second in command. And then there's the redemption with his brothers and all that. It follows the linear progression of the story of Joseph. And nothing really hugely deviating. But there are a couple things worthy of note that I wanted to point out in my analysis of this movie. It borrows the same animation style like from The Prince of Egypt, so it has the massive proportion sizes in the landscape. I mean, when he walks through Egypt, it's like a metropolis. It's massive. When he gets thrown into the pit, it's like the Mariana Trench. I mean, this thing is like 100 feet below the surface. The mountains are huge. Animals are big. I mean, just the proportion sizes kind of get you a little bit. But that's the same in The Prince of Egypt as well. But I feel like this one lacked that element. And then another interesting part is, so this movie was made for kids, right? And telling the story of Joseph. Well, there's one part in Joseph's story when he gets sold to a man named Potiphar. And Potiphar's wife in the story tries to seduce Joseph into sleeping with her. And seeing this in the movie was sort of depressing. It was really kind of a stretch. Because they're trying to not make it super suggestive at all. But in doing so, it kind of falls flat. Like, it sort of comes out of nowhere. We have no idea why she even wants Joseph. There's no build up at all. And then there's one part where she is questioned by Potiphar after they throw Joseph in prison, and he sort of finds out that she was lying. So it's kind of like a little bit of a wishy-washy, that whole thing. But I understand, because it is a kid's movie. You don't want to have like the legit, temptress there, But so then, he gets thrown in jail. And that's really where the movie enters into the best part of the movie. And that's when Joseph starts singing the song, "You Know Better Than I." And that song makes the movie. Honestly, the only reason this movie is as popular as it is because of that song. the movie exists because of the song. It's that good. It's really, really well done. Joseph sings it. He, takes up gardening in prison, plants a tree, becomes the size of Mount Everest while he's singing the song, and it's really really good song. And then yeah, so there's that, and you know that's really the best part of the movie. As the movie progresses, again, it's nothing unpredictable. That's really the only major liberty that they took in the storyline, was inserting a song, and a couple songs. But that one's the best one. At the end of the movie, when there's the whole debacle with the brothers, it feels super rushed. Like, if you read the story yourself, there's time that happens between the events, but it's not really. It's very rushed. It feels very rushed at the end. And so, I take that in consideration to my review. And so, what I would give Joseph King of Dreams as my unbiased review, taking into consideration the visuals, which are a little bit flat. The rewatchability to me is like, if you want to watch the story of Joseph with a really, really good song, yeah. You've seen it once, you know the story. It's like, but that's sort of how I was thinking about it. And so, for me, I would rate this movie a 5 out of 10. And that's my review. That's the unbiased review.